Hello, and welcome to the Light Institute and Sanctuary of Light Sunday Meditation here in Galisteo, New Mexico. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we divide this meditation into 3 parts. We begin with our higher self, because our higher self is really our essence energy that guides our lives. And so we want to know that we can live within that infinite, loving, powerful cosmic energy of our own inner voice, our own higher self. And so we'll ask it to take a form, we'll draw it into our body, and we'll sit in meditation. Now, because we're doing this with machines, I'll go a little Om, and you can push a pause button and meditate for as long as you like in this first section, just sitting with your meditation, breathing in and breathing out and letting everything outside fall away, because meditation is about going into our essence and finding it good. And then in the second part of the meditation, we reach up into the cosmos and pull down a beautiful beam of white light down through the top of our head, down into our solar plexus. This is the center of our emotional body. And then we laser that white light out. That stretches out your auric field, your presence into the world. So we extend that white light out, across the planet, and back into the sky. And so in this part of the meditation, we're just breathing. As you breathe in, you pull the light down. As you exhale, you laser that light out and back up into the cosmos. That will take you into a deep state of meditation. And then in the third part of this meditation, each week we pick a situation or a place that we want to extend our conscious energy to make this world a better place and to bring it into balance. This week, because it has been so hot around the world, even those of you who are in the winter time, it's been warmer. And so what we want to do is to extend an energy and ask the earth what frequency, what color it needs. Everything's made of light, so that it can cool down. And it may be for you that you focus on what does the ocean need to cool down, or the desert, or the mountains, or a certain place, or the whole planet. But sending an energy chosen in terms of the color by Earth itself to begin to cool it down, so that we're not having the fires, we're not having the floods, we're not having the disasters that come because of this global warming. So that'll be our third part. If you're ready, and of course you are, we're going to close our eyes and breathe in and exhale very slowly, because when you exhale, it slows your brain into a meditative pulse. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. And exhale very slowly and long. Exhale through your mouth. And breathe in. And exhale through your mouth. And now ask your higher self. It's the intuitive essence of your soul. It's your own inner voice. Ask it to take a form for you so that you can align with it at this moment. It could be a being, it could be a light, it could be a tree or an animal, it could be an equation. Ask it to take form now, and take the first form that comes into your consciousness. And now ask your higher self to touch the place in your body where you hold your divine essence at this moment. You could touch anywhere in your body. Breathe in and feel your higher self touching you where you're holding that divine essence. bring your conscious awareness into that place and just breathe in and out for a moment. Breathe into that point and out. And feel as if you're breathing there, that you're opening that place. You're expanding that point within you of divine source. And now imagine that you could draw your higher self in through that point and into your body. Feel it coming in. Feel it flowing through each and all of the trillions of cells of your body. Om. Take a deep breath into your body. Reach up into the cosmos and pull down, magnetize to you, a beautiful beam of pure white light down to the top of your head, down into your stomach, your solar plexus, and from there laser that white light out across the planet and back up into the sky, into the cosmos, and breathe in and laser it down, out and back up, and just continue to draw it through you and feel how your body loves this light, how it expands and relaxes and opens your consciousness, and the gift of giving it off into the world through you. Om. Take a deep breath into your body and just bring into your mind's eye our earth, our world. And ask Earth what frequency of light, what color of light, which is about the length and speed of light, that it needs to cool down now. To begin to just cool down so that the rains come in the right way, in the right place, sun shines in the right way, in the right place, so that all the elements, the fires are calmed, the waters are balanced, the sea and the land are receiving this light that brings all of the aspects of our earth into balance. Ask now, what color does the earth need from me in order to cool down into a perfectly balanced state in each and all the places on earth? And again, feeling the power of drawing that frequency from the cosmos down through the top of your head, this beam of light, whatever color it is for you, and lasering it out across the planet. Again, if there's any particular part of the planet that needs that specific light from you, direct it there so that you are participating in the balancing of the elements, the energies of this planet. Mm-hmm. Oh. Take a deep breath into your body and open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, hold within your consciousness that the light that you've sent across our earth is already creating some kind of magical threshold or opening to cool down what needs to be cooled down. Thank you for having that kind of expanded consciousness. There's a second part to our meditation It's called Knowings. And every week from around the world, people send us questions that are dear to their hearts that they would like to explore in order to uplift us, all of us who are participating, into a more illuminated and aware kind of consciousness. So Alison will tell us the questions that have come for this week.
The first question is from San Pedro, Belize.
Belize.
Dear Chris Griscom, greetings from our paradise, and we hope you will answer what may be an unusual question for you. My study group would appreciate hearing your thoughts on the karma of being self-centered, about the people who think of themselves before anyone else. They appear to have easier lives than those who are concerned about others and everything around them. We're wondering if maybe this way of life is not a bad idea. If it is a bad idea, please give us an exercise to help us survive hearts that care too much, with gratitude from all of us for your knowings.
First of all, it's so classic of ourselves to see things in polarity. Either they're self-righteous or they're self-centered or they're suffering and have less. And so you don't have to have either or. You, as a study group, I know, will never release caring for this earth, but you don't have to care through suffering. You know, there's a word in our language, in my language, that's called psychogenetics. And it means that we have legacies that have come from our forefathers, that have come from thousands of years or the last generation, but mostly long ago, and mostly through religious organizations that have said that the more that you suffer, the more you will have value in the eyes of the Lord. And so it's created this whole kind of who is caring more or caring less kind of conversation. And along with that, the churches have very often also said that if you take care, if you're thinking about you, that you're self-centered. Dear ones, we have to take care of ourselves, not to the exclusion of caring about others, but we have to acknowledge and honor that we chose to be on this planet, that we are here with a destiny, all of us, whether we're rich or poor or healthy or not, or think ourselves spiritual or focused on consciousness or not. No, there are no beings on this planet that are not fully developed souls that have come here with a purpose, each of us playing our parts. And so what I would say to you is, first of all, people who seem to be self-centered, who are always getting theirs and never mind the rest of them, they may seem to have more and it's easier for them, but you cannot know what's underneath that. But I'll give you a little whisper. When people are focused only on themselves, there's an anxiety, there's a fear of survival in there. And so it may be passed to them that if you don't succeed, if you don't do it right, if you're not at the top of whatever it is of the totem pole, then you're not worth anything. They have these kinds of repertoires. And so you cannot know what goes on inside them. And the anxiety that is created when you're saying, I've got to get mine or else I won't survive. Nobody cares anyway, so I will. I'll take care of me. This is all it's not just self-centeredness. It's a self-focus that comes from fear and separation and no trust and no sense of self in a way that has to do with what we know is true, that all of us are here to participate in this evolution of our consciousness and the evolution of our planet. And so I would not judge them too harshly. My higher self would always say, never mind them. And to think that they have a better life. Another little whisper I have to give to you. There's nobody that takes away from you from having a better life. May it be so that for you, having a better life is not just having success or financial gain or more things or more honoring from the outside world or any of those things, but that for you there is a recognition within you that says, if I need something, I can call it to me. Because we do, each of us in our own karma, pull situations and people to us to help us to evolve. And what we want to do now at this moment, in this point in our history, as well as the planet's history, is to recognize the power that we have. That if we've experienced something that's negative, know that you have come to be illuminated about that, not to be the victim of it, to be illuminated by it, and to use that as it becomes part of a repertoire of recognition that you can help others to avoid. That's how we care for others, isn't it? And so never feel that someone else has more than you because they're self-centered. They have more than you because of some karmic thing. And sometimes that's not very lovely for them in actuality. For example, perhaps someone has had a lot of power in another lifetime, and they suffered because of it, or they misused it. So in this lifetime, they are saying, I won't allow myself to have too much. Therein lies that link, that connection to suffer more and you'll be worth more. It isn't true. But when we have a negative experience, we can say, aha, okay, I am rebalancing that. I do not have to carry those conclusions or contracts and vows that I made from other incarnations. You cannot know how someone's parents or grandparents or society or religion has taught them to be king of the mountain. To just say, only myself or my group, as opposed to your group. My God against your God, my race against your race, all of those things that are coming up so strongly on the planet right now. They're coming up so we can look inside. So with your group, look and see, are we holding anything that says, if we care more about others, the consequence of that is that we won't have so much for ourselves. This is just not true. Allow yourselves to find what makes you happy, what makes you feel delicious. Because the more that you are safe, the more you are strong, the more you feel full inside you, the more you actually have to exude for the healing of others. I know that you will take this conversation into your group and really explore it so that you know that you can have and do have everything. You have each other for one. Everything that is necessary for the purpose of the evolution of your soul, for the destiny you carry in this lifetime. Alison.
The second question is from Recife, Brazil.
Ai, Brasil! Beijo grande. A ver.
Dear Chris, I write from Recife, Brazil. Please explain why many people, no matter how hard they work, never earn enough money. My gratitude and my love to you.
This is kind of a segue from that last one, isn't it not? What I would say is, first of all, this concept, and it's a Judeo-Christic concept that has said, you had better work hard to get anything. And so sometimes we work hard and we never get ahead, we never get the money. It may be that you also have a very limited and not very creative idea about who you are or what you could give this world. Now, right now, with everything changing, is a good time for you to look at what you do and say, is this my heart's desire? Because there may be something that you could do that would bring you more financial success. but you think that this is all you can have, and so you just have to work. There's another part to this that I really love, that is truly the threshold to happiness. And I learned from being in Latin America that it's really not about how much money you make, even if people like to pretend that it is. I know many, many very wealthy people who are so stressed and so sad and so isolated. So, yes, money is great. Money is great because you could give more of that and help others to feel that kind of abundance. But that's not the whole story. So here's one that my higher self has given to me. Because so many people do that. They have a job. You go to work and you do the same thing, repetitive, day after day after day. There's no getting to the top. You're stuck in that cycle, that horizontal cycle. But in order to leap out of that and to go to a different pond, just like any relationship, just like life and death, there is a hook. And the hook is you have to master that level of consciousness, that level of your feelings or your awareness. And so here's what my higher self would say is the key. Do you honor that in your job all day long, that you have other people around you, and that you have the power and the gift, the abundant gift of helping them in their lives, by smiling with them, by joking with them, by caring about them? Because there is this universal law that says what you put out comes back. It doesn't matter what religion you're in, that one comes up in every one of them from time immortal. And so it isn't that, oh boy, if I do something good, I'm going to get something back. But it will come back. But it is to honor in yourself that you spend your day doing whatever it is that you're doing. But that's only keeping you busy on the outer level. On the inner level, you have the opportunity to make people smile, to make people feel safe, to make people feel cared about. And when you give that kind of human, higher energy out from you, people will return it to you. They will see you in your highest potential. So when you can look at your job and say, but through this that I'm doing, I'm able to do this, and I'm able to express that, and I'm able to change the other thing. When you can see it, and the many layers that it is, that's when that synergy of finding something new is awaits you, comes easily to you. But my higher self always says, because people ask me all the time, what should I do in my life? My higher self says, do what you love. If you do what you love, you can be well reimbursed for that. You're the one that actually sets that. And so here in the United States after COVID, we're seeing people leave their mundane jobs and we can't get anybody to work because they're saying, no, I'm going to go do something else and get paid more. So maybe in Recife, you might want to begin to look inside with your higher self. Higher self, show me qualities that I have that will make me feel more abundant, that will bring pleasure to me, and therefore a pleasure to this world. That's what I would say. It isn't that some people don't work or that others have to work hard. It's not about how hard you work. It's about how well you enter. I would recommend that every morning before you go to work that you take, whether you're on the bus or driving in a car or walking, you begin to send light to the people you work with, to whatever kind of work you do. What color does this work need to be helpful in the world? If you begin to have a consciousness like that, pretty soon new things will come to you without trying, without feeling that you are caught. You are not caught. You are a beautiful being with infinite creative potential. And I am sending light to you so that you discover that and set yourself free. Allison, I think we have one more.
Mm-hmm. The last
we
question.
Have three, by the way.
I'm sorry?
I'm just telling the people that we usually have 3.
We do. And the third one is from Birmingham, Alabama, in the U.S.A.
Okay, Alabama.
Hi, Chris. My heart is broken. My cat, my beloved Touchstone, who always made my life happier for me, passed away a few weeks ago, and I can't seem to shake the sadness. I'm afraid I might be in a downward spiral that I can't recover from, but I just heard about something that I think might help me. Ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha.
I'm very excited about this, but I wanted to check with you first, as your advice has always been a blessing.
First of all, we all know what it is, whether it's an animal or a person, what it's like when someone has been a part of your life, and therefore your whole auric field, your energy field is linked up to them, and then they are removed from you. What that is a point of initiation. They're free. They're free. They are in that journey of reincarnation, of evolution. And so we know that the sadness comes within us. The sadness is this place where suddenly that which filled our day or filled our thoughts or kept us busy isn't there. And so we have to fall upon ourselves. We all find that hard, especially initially. Now, we want to do things, and it's very important for you to do things right now that will lift you out of the sadness. And you spoke of ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is a shrub, and its medicinal properties. It's an adaptogen, which means it kind of will go through your body, and whatever organ or whatever thing needs energy, it will supply that. It will supply the chemicals. It will supply what is needed there. But the powerful point of ashwagandha in terms of you is that majorly it is used because it does release anxiety. And so it calms us. And so if we can quiet our emotional mind and begin to experience the presence of ourselves, of the beauty of nature, then that's how we get out of that sadness. I suggest that you take it in a liquid form. I happen to love it. It tastes delicious. And so just take it in, and what I always say, when you choose something that you want to influence your body or your emotions or your mind or whatever it is, to hold it in your hands and say, this is for you, body. And you could say, this is going to make me feel happy again, to know that I can, and I can right now. And then take some of that down so that you are programming your consciousness, you're programming your emotional body, that by taking the ashwagandha, that it's doing that. The truth is that you could put your hand over a glass of water and program that water to make you feel happy. This has been proven in experiments. But ashwagandha is delicious, and I think it's a wonderful thing. The second part of that is it is also used for athletes to increase their capacity, their performance. And when we feel sad or depressed, we need to move our bodies. When you move your body, you pump your blood. When you pump your blood, you increase your oxygenation, and that lifts your spirit. And so I hope that you will take long walks or exercise or spin around. That spinning is my favorite one. Always spin to the right. That will automatically lift you up. Dance. Do something that moves your body. Join a group and do yoga or something, anything that pumps your blood, that moves your body. That will help you. And very importantly, what your cat, and I know this about cats, is that they tend to follow us lifetime after lifetime because they are very special psychic beings. Want you now to go ahead to find something else. Sometimes people release the pain of losing an animal by getting another one. It might be kitty time for you. It might not. But the thing is that you want to know that this is the moment for you to go forward and to begin to say, okay, now what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? How do I want to use my energy? The more that you are happy, the more you are giving a great gift to everyone on this planet. We need happiness, and we need it now. Great love to you.